else actually feeling guilty. And yes, my husband has been laughing hysterically at your answer.
I don't know if you guys could hear that, but I just basically sat there because I'm doing stuff on my rogue, who is Revendreth, who's Venthyr. And I've been kind of like, just I'm trying to level him because we're getting near the end of the campaign stuff, and I'd like to know the fourth side of the story. To be fair, I did a bit of my druid and knight fit, and it was nice that in order to go help out the night elves with Chandra's and what's her bucket, and I'm a horde, there's a little bit of wording difference with the quest for Teldrassil and all that jazz. I will be streaming later tonight. This video will already be up well after my stream, so I hope some of you. So I'm pre-thanking the people that showed up. I know one person will, and hopefully other people will too. I'm not sure. I may be having to share things out on my phone and confused. I mean, this is getting to the point where it's like, oh, well, you should just know how to do all this. Well, you have to do it a first time to figure out how to do this stuff. With, like, that's what we were doing with Shadowlands. We were questing. Like, we've quested before, but go here, go there. I didn't know where any of the maps were. I didn't know anything. It has been on and off sprinkling all day. But the skate park looks really nice. It's been glistening. We actually had some, some pretty heavy frost this morning. I looked outside. I was like, oh, did it? Oh, no. Because you can just tell that the frost it's frost when it's almost like greenish clear. It's almost like hazy green rather than, but it was heavy frost because it was like soft hazy green. It wasn't like full on white because nothing else was covered in it. I mean, the brick and the pavement probably had a bit of stuff. But anyways, so most of this week, I'm not sure what the construction guys have been doing. But anyways, if you guys can see, how the hell do you? Okay, if you guys can see this spot, this green dirt patch, it's like flat and muddy and ooky. They've been doing this to all of those down that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, but they didn't do those two. They didn't do these two. Because I'm looking here, you guys can see it, I'm like, yeah, you can't see, anyways. So yeah, I'm probably gonna get a bit of food in me so that I'm not starving. I also need to go to the bathroom, and so here's the thing, is they were going through combat, and one guy, like, they did like the crossbow bolt in the back. It was like, ow. And then it was funny because one guy didn't know who was who. And I made the joke, oh, well, it's like, can I tell the difference between which one's which? Because one guy was disguised as the guy they were going to do something to. All right. And so the actual bad guy had a crossbow bolt in his back. But one of their characters is so stupid that he didn't realize that that was the character that they needed to do stuff with, because there's two people that look alike. But Aaron had to continue laughing, and he laughed even more when I muttered to myself, what would Ratza do? Am I smart enough to tell the difference between the two people? And Aaron's like chuckling, and I'm like, oh, well, what would Ratza do? It's cleave time! So anyway, someone wound up doing magic, because it's not fully D&D, but they wound up doing magic and a thing called an Eldritch Blast, and then crit, and then hit double times, and then it was like, okay, yeah, he's gone. Yeah. And one of his characters and players was like, okay, so is there anything we can do to help this guy? And you get that. And like this dude's chest exploded worse than any alien movie has ever shown, and a chest explosion. And they're like, this girl wanted to like bring him back. And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Fold his skin flaps over and attempt CPR? You've got like missing organs here, girl. Oh, well, I mean, can we use some sort of magic and then, make it sure and then kind of bring him back with some health potions? I'm like, you came into his house, you assaulted him, and then... Anyways, you guys already kind of know that story if I brought it up on the stream. But yeah, I need to go take care of business. I need to eat and whatnot. The video is gonna go live here, and that phone's upside down. It's 3 o'clock now. Oskari is sharing a bunch of fun stuff in Finland, and I'm just like, y'all are crazy. He's having fun in Finland. I don't know why he moved back, but I'm fine. I mean, he's Finnish, so whatever. We'll chat with you guys later. Yeah, the whole United States is just going. I don't want any of my Dutchies asking me after this most recent events in the United States as to why I moved out. Just don't. Like 10:45. I stopped the stream like 2 hours ago. Went bed, but I had like an idea of what I was going to be doing on that stream, and it didn't turn out that way because I don't know. I expected some other people to show up and talk about stuff, not end up bashing my United States cities and then coaching someone on how to play Arcane Mage. Is the garbage like super full?
Pretty full.
Yeah. I didn't really go outside today, so I was planning on it. But yeah, hopefully. But yeah. I don't know. I'll put a link below to that whole video or the channel thing. You guys can watch it. It's like 2 hours, 2.5 hours long. It's, I don't know. I'm probably not going to get really any fanfare on it or any feedback on it. It's just going to be one of those weird test projects that happened, and I don't know if it was good or bad, because it's all up to me to make the decision whether or not something was good or bad. Opinions of other people don't really factor into things. At least that's the way they probably view it, or something. I don't know. It is currently 0 degrees outside. We're gonna have a low of -4. I think it's because we have a clear sky. Yeah. Moon's a little new right now, I think. Current moon phase. Waning crescent, yeah. It's like a toenail. See? It's like a toenail clipping. It's at 17% illumination and waning. But anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow for football stuff. Kind of bummed out from the stream. Maybe a good sleep will help. Get me back to right.